welcome to our Girls Just Want to Have Fundamentals, fundamental game. What is the title again, Ray?
Girl Talk, a fundamental discussion.
Right. We have invited women who are now breaking the mold, you know, trying to do something really good for all the women. Not only just for women, actually, for the whole community here in Sri Lanka. And we're so happy that they have taken this time to be with us today. You guys, I know you guys are very busy. And of course, Raiza is here with us as well. Hello.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining us, Raiza.
Thank you. I feel so honored to be here, by the way.
We know how busy you are. You have, you have a lot of engagements, but thank you for making it today. This is not going to be like the ordinary interview. We want to get to know you better, but we don't want to bore the viewers with a question and answer interview sort of thing. So we are going to play a little game. You will ask all of us, each one of you, except for both of us, a question related to what you actually do, to your initiative, your cause, your organization, your apps, something like that, right? And then you have to give us a chance to be able to answer correctly.
Right. Okay.
But of course, you need to help us as well, because we might be like, you know, spewing the most random things ever, you know.
This video will never end.
Exactly. By giving us a maximum of 3 hints. So after that, we'll be playing Card Against Humanity. So while we're playing the guessing game, each of us will have to take 5 cards from the deck, the white cards. Okay.
White cards.
Shall we start with Shabnam?
Go, Shabnam.
Okay. So what I'm passionate about has to do with the skin.
Okay.
Skincare.
Skincare products.
So is it the product that we're supposed to guess?
Soap.
Creating
Deodorant.
Scrub. Body scrub.
Creating cream made out of
Time out! I thought I heard Chiranthi say soup. What does soup have to do with skincare products? Oh, soap.
Okay.
Hold on.
So it's like if you apply soap really well.
It has to have yogurt and all that and milk.
Yes.
Okay. So scrub, soap, deodorant.
I'm really good at this guessing.
Skincare.
Cream.
Completely
Organic.
special about it as well,
Organic
apart from
soap.
being organic.
But
It's about the packaging.
zero
That makes
plastic.
You're not just like
Go environment. It's made with glass. Someone pay attention to me.
Right.
Goes fast.
that is really
amazing. So smart.
So you have smart women now?
Right.
Put the minds together, we can take that.
That's amazing. So you actually create organic skincare products packed in a
glass without plastic packaging. So
Eco-friendly
glass jars,
packaging.
Eco-friendly.
Yes.
So I encourage my customers to return their glass jars. So basically, you can use the skincare products, and then I and give the bottles back.
Yes. So cool. All
So I
right.
wanted to create something that was skin friendly and planet friendly.
Why not? Hitting 2 birds with 1 stone. Why not? Jehani, your turn.
Okay. So no 5 cards. We're not doing.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about it.
I'll do a friendly reminder.
Okay, thank
Just
you.
so I can get some more time on my
5.
hands.
Okay, go ahead.
Right. So I was working at an 8 to 5 job.
Okay.
For 3 years, and one day I came back home,
Okay.
and the next day I just decided to quit
Okay.
and build an app.
Build an app.
Yes.
Okay.
Why?
Because you got bored, like you're not paid enough at work.
Your job was like
guess.
You really
You need
dislike your
adventure.
boss.
No, he was great.
Oh, you did not like your colleagues.
No, they were great too, actually.
really like what you were doing.
It was all right. It was okay.
It was okay, didn't make it that. Not that happy.
Not good.
Yeah, because pay was not good.
No, it was all right. Okay, the pay was fine.
Why'd you leave then?
Okay, so do I give you all hints?
Yes, the first one.
The first hint. Somebody said something.
Somebody said
big.
something.
Okay, somebody said something that
Inspired you?
Yeah, sure.
you
Sleepless
on-
nights and all.
No, somebody said, Jehani, this job is not for you.
No.
Or someone said, girl, go make an app.
No.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Or somebody said, Jehani, you can do much more better than this.
No.
What in the world?
Honestly, right?
Second hint.
Okay. It was my grandmother.
Okay. And she's told you about an app? That's
like a super grandma.
Yeah.
Again, she did not mention the app.
She is a bit cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What is it?
I'm sweating already.
Trying to think.
These grandma's exams are so hard.
Your grandma
Because they're so
said
big.
this. Your grandma said, Baba.
Because that's what she calls me.
Oh, she's like, go get married now.
I think, but no. Okay. She's the last person who'd say that.
Okay. Say, Baba, why don't you do something that's close to your passion, like your heart?
Yes.
Like that.
Okay, third hint.
Oh my gosh.
We have clearly not got this.
Yeah, y'all suck at this. But third hint.
Okay, let's just try.
She was just complaining. Nothing to do with me.
Okay, so the app.
So she wanted something, and maybe she was complaining about
The
it.
complaint was what inspired you to make the application. So the purpose is related to serving maybe someone of your grandmother's background or
something.
experience.
I'm feeling she's right.
Yeah.
Is this it?
Yeah, but you just like combine my hints. Give me more.
So that isn't that the whole purpose of it? Take it and combine it.
It's not gonna be that easy. It's not be like, this is not Montessori. You're in the real world now.
Oh, okay. Is that what your grandma told you?
So maybe you're in the house too much. Like get out of the house like that.
No. That was the closest thing I could come to.
Maybe go help other people.
No.
Maybe your grandma wanted something and she wanted you to get it for her. And then you were like, oh, okay, maybe this is a idea that
I think it's also it helped you to identify a need in
I
society.
mean, really good stories. I'll write all of this down. Yeah.
Maybe you
but no.
Oh my gosh, what is that then?
Okay, so what happened was I went back home really tired. And she wanted to kind of go through eBay to shop for curtains.
Okay.
And then she started complaining, saying, why can't I just find somebody to get me groceries because you guys are never around the house.
Okay.
Right.
See, I was right.
You were really close. You were really close. I should have said that. I should have said that. My bad.
You told me it's not the real. It's not Montessori. It's real world. I was like, okay, girl.
I was just being mean.
Chiranthi's on a roll, dude.
Okay,
Yeah,
I know.
just good job.
I love being
You were
right.
so close.
Okay,
Yeah.
So
basically,
And then I built an app. I just built it. For
so
me.
what does the app do though?
Exactly.
How does it help your grandmother? I need to know.
So, people who are okay with collecting groceries for other people can just get on my app, so my grandma can just go be like, hey, purchase, get me groceries. That's just one thing. Or
So
you can
it's like
just,
service.
And like
yes,
Show Body, like
different
someone writes
skills. So
those,
people
yes.
who kind of design logos or write articles or kind of like perform in a band or a wedding singer. You can get all of that in that. Any type of skill.
Wow.
Yeah.
So if I need a plumber, I can go to your. No.
I'm sorry.
That's a skill too. You know?
Yes, it is. It is.
Or if
But
I,
it's a more specific
Right.
skill.
Ah.
I don't know. Graphic design is also a specific skill. in that
Sometimes we used
sense.
to organize a party and we're like, who's a really good DJ, who's a bad. And then
Now you can get on
Right.
that and just be like, DJ! Sorted!
It's easier now.
What if you're organizing a party and
you need a plumber.
Yes.
Not on her.
Not on my app. Get on a different app.
So what do you call your app then?
Mabs.
Maps.
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah. So it's mobile activity broadcasting space.
Okay.
But that just sounds complex. So let's just go with Mabs.
Maps.
Yeah?
Maps. With the maps.
Yeah, hopefully it'll get cool after this.
I think you should like maps.
Yeah.
Maps.
Yeah.
Brand
Yes.
recall. I'm telling you.
This might work. Might.
Alright, Chiranthi.
Yeah, so mine is not this fun. It's very technical.
Oh no.
Yes. So I think because like what I'm passionate about is so technical. Okay, let's do this. So this particular incident inspired me to get into the field of youth empowerment incubation. Okay, so that's why I said it was very technical. So I'll tell you what the incident. So guess what the incident is. So I go to the voluntary social service
You
organization.
said guess. You're telling us what it is.
Yeah, so I'll tell you what was
there.
called.
The context, so that you know you don't.
Right, so I go to the voluntary social service organization registration. There is an office called the NGO Secretariat.
Okay.
And when I'm speaking with them, they reveal a particular fact which inspired me to get into youth empowerment incubation. Okay, so what is this fact? It's like a very pressing fact that made me think, okay, we need to improve the system rather than, of course, fostering.
Literacy, does it have to do with literacy rate, education, access to education?
No, it has a lot to do with youth organizations. The problem with youth organizations, so I mean,
They're corrupt.
They need the right guidance.
Disguising as a youth organization.
Okay, so it has something to do with, working together. The fact that they go off the radar.
Drugs!
No.
She means the organization, not the youth. Not the youth, but the organization.
Youth organizations are off the radar.
Yeah, just in a few minutes.
Can't handle the
So like
finding the fundamentals.
So I think a significant number is off the radar and there's a problem.
So they're not registered, maybe?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
And
No.
Registered, okay?
So these organizations are just like haphazardly kind of.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so can I tell you what it is?
Yes.
Did you get it?
Yeah, she got it.
What is it? I wasn't paying attention because I was like, oh my god, what is going on?
So many things are happening. So the issue is that 65% of youth organizations in Sri Lanka aren't registered or monitored. So then we kind of realized that there is a need for making sure the system is in place and streamlined.
Right.
So that's what Youth Empowerment Incubation is. We focus on helping the youth organizations to empower youth because there is no one to help the youth organizations. Like
That is just basically
Awesome.
streamlining everything, making
Exactly.
sure everything is legit, all organizations are actually helping out, and not just using
it to
it.
government
So there's like a
organizations.
system that kind of.
Precisely.
And this is what we call, your organization is called
Hype,
There
right?
you go.
Because we wanted it to be very accessible and it's easy to remember. So the best example I can give you is we have this project called GAP. That's Grab a Project. So that's yes, right. So let's say I have a project.
If you're going to use it for that,
It's a math thing, right?
trademarked it in my head.
Oh, sorry, it's maths.
So let's say I have a project that I want to execute. So you can go on the Hype youth portal and you can register it. So then we connect you to resource providers. We connect you to other youth organizations.
That's so cool.
So just making ideas kind of come
Yes,
alive.
exactly.
That's kind of great.
And that's why it's incubation.
Yes, and what we realized is that youth organizations, they don't work together, they repeat the same thing.
That is true.
Right?
Yeah.
So like, yes. So they
And
because
reach
that-
out and go into areas that people
Precisely.
usually don't.
That is
go.
so
That's nice.
cool.
So that's what it is. Really. That's why I said it was really technical. So
That sounds really
Yes. Good job.
You guys, you know what? You both, not both, but three of you guys deserve a round of applause. Amazing initiatives. You guys are doing it for the community. All right, now that we've gotten to know you and what you do better, I'm gonna leave.
Chassy.
Yes, I have a meeting, ladies. I'll leave you in the capable
falling
hands
apart.
of Raiza.
yay!
You gotta be independent.
Yes, I gotta be hustling. You know what I mean?
All right,
Totally.
Happy International Women's Day, by the way.
Bye.
Bye. I'll see you. Bye.
Alright, so while we have a chat, we're also gonna play Cards Against Humanity, one of my favorite games. So while we also have a chat, now, yes, you can tell us about your product, how it came around, and why exactly, what made you do that. Yes.
Well, I used to be really conscious of body odor. Like I had serious issues. Like I always, I had this little line I would say, I don't care how I looked as long as I smell good.
That is true.
And I used to keep kind of like hoarding creams and deodorants and just keep using them haphazardly, not understanding what is it in these products. And then later, I had to do this assignment. I had to travel across the country, and I had this epiphany while traveling. I was like, you know what? I need to do something about this. What I'm using is probably dangerous. It's not going to help me or my skin, or there's no improvement at all. Read up about skincare for 1.5 years.
Wow.
It's just like,
That is a long search. That's probably the longest Google search in history.
I guess it makes sense why this product is
so good.
Exactly.
did multiple batches. So I started with the deodorant because that was one of those issues that I was having. Looked up like over 100 recipes online. Just like made and kept making batches and batches and batches.
It's trial and error.
Trial and error. It was crazy, but I loved it. I loved that whole process of experimenting and understanding.
You're the Edison epiphany. That's where you try and try and try, and then finally you're like,
And yes, finally I got a formula which is working, and it's really satisfying to be able to have a product that you're actually proud of.
Yeah.
And the fact that people use it and say, wow, it's life-changing for some people because we don't realize about what we're using on our skin.
That is
we don't
true.
care. We're like very kind of nonchalant about what goes on our skin, but we're conscious about what we eat, but we don't realize our skin is an important organ as well. So this was a life-changing moment for me as well.
All right, so the black card is for my next trick. For my next trick, I will pull blank,
Yeah.
out of blank.
Okay.
All right?
All right, we're ready.
Put all your cards here, maybe shuffle it around so that I don't see. I'm not seeing. I'll try not to see. It's okay. All right, so let's read it out.
Okay. Ooh.
Whoa, okay. For my next trick, I will pull a middle-aged man on roller skates.
The other way.
All right. Oh no!
Let's ruin everything.
Wait.
One job.
You didn't piss off Raiza, right? No.
Right. For my next trick, I will pull a tiny gay guitar called ukulele out of a middle-aged man on roller skates.
Nice.
Oh my god.
All right, so I'm supposed to read it that way.
Okay.
Right. For my next trick, I will pull a pangender octopus who roams the cosmos in search of love out of England. Right. He roams. Okay, never mind. And with the next one.
Yeah, I know,
You
right?
just automatically knew it was you.
I know.
Looked at her.
For my next trick, I will pull inappropriate yodeling out of a live studio audience. Alright, so what do you think?
We don't get a vote. I think you have to decide.
Yeah, the person who holds the card decides.
Yeah.
Yes, but...
Let's very intensely stand.
Because we'll just
Yeah,
vote
like,
for
I'm like,
ourselves.
oh my god, what if they kill me now if I pick the wrong one?
No.
I'm gonna
Maybe
go with
tomorrow.
this.
Sweet chocolate.
I'm gonna go with the pangender octopus who roams around the cosmos.
I mean, see, I'm so new to this. I first thought it was cards for humanity.
Oh my god, no, this is
how much
against them.
against humanity, and I'm like, oops.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh. So do I just pass it down?
Say it out loud.
Yeah, you can
Okay.
say that.
When Pharaoh remained unmoved, so I think this is probably from some scripture, Moses called down a plague of what? So blank. So when Pharaoh remained unmoved, Moses called down a plague of...
Alright, here you go.
So I read it out?
Yes.
Alright. Okay, so do you want me to read out the full sentence?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yes,
Okay.
please.
So when Pharaoh remained unmoved, Moses called down a plague of hot cheese.
Wow, that's the best nice. I know.
Can we show Moses more?
Yeah, so the next one is when Pharaoh remained unmoved, Moses called down a plague of Vladimir Putin.
Oh, right.
Alright. So finally,
Hot stuff.
okay, when Pharaoh remained unmoved, Moses called down a plague of some bloody piece of quiet.
Right.
Okay, so it's decision time, right?
Yes.
I have no idea who put what. Okay, so just because I have an undying crush on Putin, I think I'm gonna go with the Vladimir Putin.
Right.
Ah, my life is so great.
But I want
Pick
to
your
add
extra
something
cards.
to what like Shabnam was saying
Yes.
actually, because I really think that especially when you talk about organic products, they're so expensive,
That's
right? So I know for a fact that in my income bracket, I
Yeah.
wouldn't actually be able to afford something that's organic and like properly like eco-friendly.
Yeah.
So I think that it's amazing that there are so many like homeowners and like people who are doing like I think you started off as a small business enterprise,
And I
right? And you're
still
growing
am small, like in a micro level.
so it's amazing that
You
it's
gotta start somewhere.
decentralizing.
Yeah.
So
See,
it's
one of the
awesome.
goals was also to try to keep it as affordable as
Yeah.
possible.
Yeah.
Because I realized that, like you say,
Yeah.
most often organic and natural stuff products are kind of branded for a niche market.
Yeah.
So I try to keep the price point
Exactly.
affordable as possible,
That's
so that
awesome.
people can kind of at
Precisely.
least try and see if it works for them.
Exactly. But it must be crazy competition because if you go to like a supermarket,
Yeah.
a body wash is about
Oh,
300,
yeah.
400 bucks, right? And that will last you for about 3 weeks. So
Yeah,
it
so
must
this
be like
is- yeah.
very hard.
So finding people who actually understand
Yes.
this concept and want to try it out. And
Try it out.
So it's a lifestyle change as well. You
Yeah.
need to make that
Exactly.
commitment to that whole thing,
Precisely.
because apart from the fact that you're moving into something natural, also that concept of the environment
Yeah.
and your impact on the environment, and that
Yeah.
you need to be conscious of that as well, because I didn't want people to stop consuming, but I just wanted people to be conscious of it.
That makes sense, yeah.
And just be conscious of what they are using on the day.
Alright, so now I have a bunch of these products on here.
nice.
And I really like them.
Thank
so now
you.
do I send you back the bottle after I'm done?
Of course you can send
That's
the bottle. I get really
amazing.
excited, yeah.
Because most people now, once we're done with this, I probably would see them lying around houses and
Exactly.
until someone comes saying, hey, we're taking glass, we'll pay you back for it. Until that happens, it's just lying there somewhere. Sometimes I've even seen them in gardens.
I actually have customers who bring the empty bottles and give me, because I have a stall at the Saturday Green
Right.
Market. I just get extremely excited at the thought that people actually kind of understand this ethos and philosophy.
Alright, Jehani, what would you like to say?
My card.
Okay.
Alright.
Yes. So she has drawn her card.
What does it say?
Alright, so blank, full stop.
Okay.
That's why moms go to Iceland.
I have one.
I have something.
Okay.
It's so inappropriate now.
It's very inappropriate, I think.
Can you first say tell me what that means? Like the long name
Yeah.
of that.
Okay.
Yes, because I think we forgot.
Exactly.
Oh, that's fine. It's forgettable. That's why I don't usually tell people.
So do people go, oh, maps, like Google Maps?
They did. Then I just stare at them like I'm going to murder them in the next 5 seconds, and then they just look at my MABs. Yes, I knew that.
Right.
Okay, so MABS stands for Mobile Activity Broadcasting Space.
Okay.
Okay.
But you don't have to remember that. Just remember it by MABS.
Okay.
It's an application, a mobile application, currently only on Android.
Right.
We are building it. I am building it
It's
for
okay.
iPhone and Apple.
I don't own an iPhone. You're looking at me like, why you spend so much
Yeah, I
money?
think
Because for some reason, after I build it for Android, apparently everybody uses iPhones now. It's just
Not me.
So you use
No,
an iPhone?
I don't.
No,
No.
you don't. Oh, this is amazing.
I think this is Chassy with an
love
iPhone in
this
his
group.
table.
Okay, so
how far is the app gone? Like,
So it's on Play Store now.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's the beta version, which means that if you are a person with any type of skill and you are good at anything ranging from being a writer to drawing something to maybe even walking a dog,
Yeah.
you can just get on it and create a project.
Yeah.
It's pretty easy. We are trying to target 100 experts on the app. So
Okay.
as soon as we do, we'll put the full-blown thing
Yeah.
where people can actually buy the project that's on it.
That's nice. I just wish people wanted like hyperactive audience members for shows or something. I was like, really good. Yeah, you got this. All right.
Yeah.
Probably be hard all the time.
Motivational speakers. That's on there.
Oh, that's good.
No. I just want to be
Just
the
like a
audience
cheers
member.
card. Just be like,
Yes.
That could be
when
your
they crack
part-time job.
Yeah, like when they crack a bad joke, you're like,
you're so good. So funny.
Laughing on cue.
Yes, exactly. I can totally do that.
Wow. Good to know.
You can totally create that on the app as well.
Maybe that should be like
Yes.
FYI.
Also, does the app actually like
It
instead of
allows you to create your own thing if
Okay.
it's not available in our pre-done the skills on our database. You can always just create your own.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
Okay. So, sexual tension. That's why moms go to Iceland.
right?
I don't know what to do about this. I'm sorry, man.
I love the expressions more than anything right now. Yeah.
She's a sage.
Nipple blades. That's why moms go to Iceland.
well, there's ice and blades, skating.
This is epic.
Flying sex snake.
What is that? What is that?
That's why moms go to
Physical intimacy.
Iceland. Guys, give me a chance.
So what do you choose, girl? Decision time. Decision time.
Can I? Okay, so I'm just gonna go with this. Just because I had no idea it existed. I'm glad it does.
Okay.
Flying sex snake.
All right.
Right. I'll take that. I
It's yours,
don't
it's
know.
yours.
I have no
So this is
idea.
your
snakes, like physical intimacy snakes.
All right, Chiranthi, so tell us about your project.
Okay. So, well, how it all came about is, so I have actually been involved with young people from all around Sri Lanka. I mean, I've had the absolute honor of doing it. And what we realized was there are two significant problems. The first one is the fact that youth organizations are not connected with other stakeholders, like non-governmental organizations, governmental organizations. So what happens is, like, you know, young people are very energetic and they have ideas, right? They have ideas flowing. So what they do is they actually get a person who, you know, shares the same viewpoint or a group of people, and they start an organization and they, you know, they just open up a Facebook page or they, you know, open up an Instagram page. And what happens is, like, when real life kicks in, when they have their work obligations, study obligations, the energy just dies down, right?
Yeah.
So you can't keep that momentum.
Exactly, precisely. So what we sort of realized was, one, like, youth organizations aren't organized per se as they should be, and also secondly the fact that they don't really, like, you know, network with one another, right?
Blank is a slippery slope that leads to blank. Blank is a slippery slope that leads to blank.
I don't know if this is alright. Let's keep it there.
Nothing is in Shall we do this?
Yes.
Men
Yeah.
is a slippery slope that leads to being fat and stupid.
Right.
I have to see men.
Wow.
Excuse me.
Right.
Next day, let's just, like, you know, grow up this.
Emphasizing
Roast
very
the other
equality here. Yeah, we stand for equality, right?
Definitely. Natural selection is a slippery slope
Oh my
that leads to not giving a shit about the third word.
I like it. I like it.
Sorry. Laying an egg is a slippery slope that leads to my name Dave.
What? Who is my next name?
I don't know.
Oh, what's your favorite?
I want to be nasty. So natural selection.
So as I was saying before, so then what we realized was that they don't really network. So as in they don't actually connect with, like, government organizations. So then we were like, so I'll give you the best example. I think last year was the 60th anniversary of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. And I kid you not, I would have attended about 5 panels that spoke about the same thing. And they were organized by different youth organizations. And then we had an epiphany and we were like, imagine they combine these resources and actually makes this trilingual and goes out of the number, you know, through the collective effort of these 5 organizations, that would result in something miraculous, right? So that's when we realized we were going to combine the idea of, you've heard about an incubator, like a business incubator, where you facilitate businesses. So we took the idea of incubation and we took it to youth empowerment. So Hive Sri Lanka is the first youth empowerment incubator in the country. So it's actually like an idea that also doesn't exist very commonly outside the country as well. So we're trying to sort of revolutionize the way we look at youth empowerment, because we realized, like, if we channel it in the right direction, we don't have to depend on our political leaders, we don't have to really depend on structures, we can actually depend on ourselves.
So how does it work? Like, what if you're a youth organization?
Yes.
Like, how do they approach you, and, like, how does that process work?
Right. So, like, we have actually, so it has been like a crazy journey trying to convince people
How
to
long
use.
has the organization?
So that's just it, right? So what we actually did was, like, myself and another bunch of, I have about 13 directors, each of them handling at various departments. So we have one for youth advocacy and activism, and we have another one for youth policy thinking. So, like, very niche departments like that. So what we did was we actually started last year in February, but we launched only January this year because we took a year to actually lay the foundation.
Streamline the whole thing.
Yes, because the most difficult part was there wasn't really a constitution framework, like a model constitution. So we
all had to, like, think out
exactly.
that
So
whole
This is entirely new for Sri Lanka,
precisely.
right?
So we spent about 6 months, myself, Sam, so that's one of my other directors, and Nishi. We sat down for 6 months, like, after work, almost every day, and we wrote a constitution which now acts as a model constitution for other youth organizations.
Right.
So they can actually take a look at it and they can make a constitution for themselves, because they also don't have access to, like, resources, right? So it took us about a year to actually launch, but we launched January this year. But what was amazing is the fact that so many youth organizations came for the launch, and, like, they were really excited about the fact that there was someone to help them.
That is
because,
true.
Right.
Because, like, me, for one, one, I was in a youth organization a long time ago, and there was no one to help us.
Exactly.
Like, we
And
come
you
up with a
feel
great
safer
idea.
when you know that you can kind of rely on somebody.
Exactly.
And if you have any
Someone
questions,
to support these ideas and help
so
you
good
through it.
job.
So many ideas
for
have
doing
just gone
that.
down the
Yeah.
drain. That's
But it was
amazing.
it was all because the hardest part was finding people, like-minded
Yeah.
people, because that's the most difficult thing. So we have 2 parallel projects running now. One is called Project Nexus. So that's
Okay.
where we actually first we want to register as many youth organizations as possible, and we divide them into clusters. So, for example, people working in governance, people working in child welfare. So the cluster connects with one another, and the clusters themselves also interact, right? So let's say like Shabnam has a project, she would drop us an email. We would blast that email to anyone who's registered with us, and we tell them, guys, Shabnam is looking for volunteers, she's looking for a venue, can you partner with us, right? Like yes. So we want to it's a little artificial right now, but we want to make it trendy to partner within like youth
I
frameworks.
think collaboration
Yes.
should be the thing because it's
Exactly.
very, very important.
Yeah, but it has been a roller coaster because one, youth organizations are very protective of their
Of course,
projects.
yeah. Of
Yeah.
And
course,
like
yeah.
so
It's a culture that was built
Yes,
before. so-
exactly. And finding donations and like sponsorships are terrible because we're not making a tangible change, right? We're not giving away a book or we're not renovating a building. So it like to get people
There
to
is
help you with the
nothing
idea
material. Yeah.
is really tough. So a shout out goes to my like directors and volunteers. Like without them, it would have not come this far at all.
Alright, so got one more card.
All right.
Military historians remember Alexander the Great for his brilliant use of blank against the Persians.
Okay,
Wow,
got it.
Shabnam was just like, I think I got this.
Yeah, I got it. I don't know.
I've been
whether-
waiting to use this card
for a very long time.
Right? Okay, so
Go, Raiza.
military historians remember Alexander the Great for his brilliant use of
I'm thinking the worst. Sorry.
side boob against.
Side boob is quite powerful.
Yeah.
That is very true. Remember Alexander the Great for his brilliant use of opposable thumbs against the Persians.
All right. Mama.
Oh, wow. Okay, so remember remember Alexander the Great for his brilliant use of your mom.
All right.
Right.
So which one you go with?
I like this.
All right.
I like
Your mom.
Oh, ma'am.
Woohoo! But you can never upstage a your mom joke, right? Like it's like
I feel like it's traditional.
Yeah.
It's just going back to like roots, I feel.
Alright, so anyway, wait. Jehani's got 2 cards.
and you got 2 cards and
You have to
one each. And we got one each. Shabnam.
Oh!
High five, high five.
Wait, what do I get?
So you got it.
High five. A high five. That's what you get, a high five.
Mine went right to the.
You won a friend.
No, mine went right to a surprise.
Yeah, wait.
Ask me, like, what's the prize? What's the prize? Is it something
Question. I have no idea either.
Can I get something nice?
No, Vane's got some chocolates for us. I heard.
Yeah, so we've got the guys to come up with, something for the girls this time.
Alright.
And Rain's just like, I'm gonna kill you, Raiza. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. Yeah.
This wasn't part of the brief.
Alright, so it was fun playing this game, which is definitely gonna get us in a bit of trouble. But it was fun, right? It was fun.
So much.
And it was great getting to know each one of you and the projects you have, which is really helpful for the community, for the country, maybe one day even for the entire world. So this is how great women can be. And if you put your minds together, we can make it. So thank you once again, and happy International Women's Day to everyone doing great things. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
Go women.
All right, bye.